Welcome once more unto the roll. Welcome back to Unto the Roll. I'm your host, Cole, and today I am once again joined by Tony.
Hello.
Chris.
Hello.
Frank.
Hello.
And Adam.
Hello.
We're going to go ahead and get right back to our Avatar Legends campaign. Last time, Kallik dug himself a real deep hole and got stuck in jail. The other three members of the party split up to try to find a way to get him out of jail. Brock went and spoke with the Baron, who gave him blanket permission to do whatever necessary to get his friend out of jail. Dae Zaya went and spoke with Captain Ra, who said he would hear the party out if they could find a witness to attest to Kallik's character. And finally, Lungdrol ran out into the fields to collect Kiva and bring her back to provide said character testimony. They all assembled, and then Kiva turned on the party and accused them of being bandits. So here we are, picking up right afterwards. Now, I did tell all of the players to text me what their characters did so they would be locked into that decision. So we're about to find out what those texts said, what those decisions were. Very first thing that happens, Brock nopes out of there. Go ahead and tell us about how Brock's noping out, Chris.
So Brock realizes that this is all just very bad with Kiva's testimony because it basically confirms what Kallik said to his friend in the jail cell and then basically what everybody is thinking. So Brock is going to free fall back onto the ground and sink into it, and he's out. He's escaping from this little building by just earthbending into the ground.
So Brock tunnels out of the jail, and now we're just going to follow Brock for a little bit. Brock knows roughly what heading he's going, but he doesn't know the city. There were some hallways and turns in the jail. It's kind of hard to stay oriented. There were no windows to figure out where you were going. Brock tunnels under the jail wall, goes a little while, pops up right in the middle of Yaifo City's market. It's pretty late at night, so it's not as busy as it would be during the day, but there's still a good handful of people out. They all haven't gone to bed yet. Just from there, Brock, what do you do?
Brock would like to assess the situation, I guess. He wants to look around and see if there are guards close or what everyone's reaction is to him kind of popping up.
I'm not even going to make you assess the situation for that, just because you can see,
Perfect.
So you pop up. Nobody even knows what's going on. You moved so quickly that there hasn't been time for the guards to say, hey, somebody's on the run. As far as guards' clothes, there aren't any in the market area, but there are some clothing vendors. There are some food vendors. Just your typical sort of middle class, middle income sort of shopping area.
That is what I was going to ask next is, can I go over to like a clothing vendor and get some sort of robe or hat or something?
You absolutely can. Are you trying to buy it from them, trying to negotiate it from them? Are you going to steal it from them?
Whatever clothing vendor is nearest to me, I just casually walk up like nothing's wrong. Just very like, oh, hey, how's tonight going?
The vendor is standing there. He's got a small little stall, and he sees you and, well, hello. I hope you're having a good night too.
Fantastic. Nothing wrong here. Do you have a robe I could buy? Just something a little chilly out tonight.
I have several robes. What sort of fit are you looking for? We have brown robes, green robes, red robes, yellow robes, color, cut, anything?
What's everyone else wearing?
Fairly standard
just
brown.
Standard. Okay, yeah.
Earth Kingdom colors.
I'm going to do a brown robe if I could, please.
One brown robe. Excellent. He gestures over to a large selection of brown robes, all in various sizes.
Okay.
And he's kind of taking his time here. And now you're starting to hear a little bit of hubbub at the edge of the market. They're still far enough. You're closer to the middle, but the guards are coming.
I'm going to kind of just hold up one that's a little bit too large for me and be like, how much is this one?
That is one of my finest robes. Perfect colors for the Earth Kingdom. One of my best pieces. That's going to cost you 50.
I pat my pockets a little bit and then reach into one pocket and just pull out whatever coins I have and slap it onto the stall and be like, well, I've got this much.
I think you misheard. That looks closer to 15. I said 50.
Oh.
The guards are getting closer.
Well, this is like a for sure sale. Like, I'll give you this money for this robe. You'd at least still make something.
He pauses for a second. And now you can do a plead roll.
Oh, God.
Plead is going to be harmony.
I got an 11 and I don't add anything.
You know what? The market is slowing down tonight. You are very wise for your age, young man. I will take the 15. Enjoy the robe.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And he starts hustling towards like the entrance to the town. He takes his hair out of his top knot so that it's longer, puts the hood up some, and then kind of like tries to get his hair to kind of come out the front of it a little bit, try and hide some of his facial features.
Perfect.
And I'm just going to try and walk calmly with whatever crowd might be going on.
So kind of finding the main thoroughfare towards the front of the city. Okay. And then as you're leaving, you hear the guards starting to ask, have you seen this man?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was real quick at drawing a very rough charcoal picture. It's not going to be great, but it's enough of a visual reference. And then you hear, it was just in my store. What? And then he points them towards the direction you went. But good job putting a disguise on. Yeah. That's going to make it harder for them to find you. So you continue going on. Unfortunately, the main thoroughfare does have a lot of people, and kind of murmurs and whispers are traveling quickly. And there's guards at the other end of it. You can take the chance that they don't know they're supposed to be looking for you, or you can try to get off and take a side alleyway. What do you do?
I'm going to take a chance.
All right, so you go down and give me a push your luck roll. You are trying to walk past the guards and you're hoping they don't notice you. On a hit, you will succeed at that.
Oh, no.
So
it's a 5 total.
So Brock walks up to these guards trying to do the smart thing. He's got his hood up. He's got his disguise on. And they immediately clock him and say, he's wanted back at the jail. Get him. He needs to be brought up there. And as soon as they start saying that, alarm bells start going off. And they immediately change their tone. At first, it was just kind of, hey, get him, bring him back. Now it's full on hostility. They pull weapons and start advancing towards you. And if you look back over your shoulder, you see the other guards start to freeze up. They pull weapons. They are no longer just hunting you. They are actively seeking to take you out.
Is there a side road that doesn't seem like it's blocked by guards that I can just start running down?
Oh, absolutely. They're basically watching the main entrance and exit of the square, and the guards behind you are still pushing forward, but there's so many alleyways, there's no way they could watch them all.
Okay, I'm booking it.
Book it. All right, pushing through. There's a lot of people. Are you trying to just squeeze through them, or are you bowling people over to get out? Are you using earthbending to tear up the market square and get out? What are you doing?
Ooh. I would like to get down an alley far enough, kind of a little of both, kind of bowling through people, kind of like trying to not be too terrible to them. But as soon as I get far enough away, I'd like to do like an earthbending move.
Okay. And which earthbending move are you thinking you're going to want to do?
It's the one that the Baron taught me, which is thick mud. Transform the earth and stone around you into sticky, sinking mud. I think your enemies become stuck and impaired.
Okay, so you're basically leaving a trap. So if they chase you down the alley, they'll get stuck in it. Okay, that works for me.
Trying to buy myself time.
Perfect. So you go down the alley, you leave a nice mud trap behind you to slow down any guards that are chasing you. And the alley doesn't have a lot of forking ways, but it does kind of twist and turn through some buildings. It gets real tight, real claustrophobic. Then it widens up again. The further you get from the market square, the tighter it kind of gets. It's almost like that scene in Inception where he's running from the people chasing him and he ends up in that really tight alleyway.
Yes.
So it's kind of like doing that sort of thing. And you pop out of one corner and you realize you are in a dead end. But more importantly, in that dead end, there's a family. And they're just sitting down, a bunch of kids, a bunch of adults. They're just sitting there. They just finished their dinner. How do you get out of this dead end? You know that the guards are behind you. They might be stuck, but they're blocking the easiest way back that you know of. and there's a family right in front of you. What do you do?
I would like to go up to them and just say, hey, are you guys packing up and leaving? Or could you just like move to the sides of the alley a little bit for me?
They look at you quizzically. They are confused. They don't understand why you're asking this, but they don't see you as a threat. They don't see any reason not to. So they kind of, okay, well, this is odd, but what's going on? And they start spreading to the sides.
I
of
don't
the alley.
answer, and I immediately run through the wall and try to smash through this while I'm earthbending.
You start smashing through the wall, like, and immediately you just hear, that's the wall to our house. What are you doing?
I'm just smashing through walls. I'm just going. I'm not paying attention to what they're saying. There's going to be 3 human-sized holes in whatever walls there are.
Very like Looney Tunes.
Yes.
Brock side silhouette. That's our, oh my gosh. Why? Oh my spirit. Spirish.
Oh, I feel so bad.
You burst through these walls, you break through, and you stumble out on the other side. And you realize that long, tight, maze-like alley that you followed has actually brought you very close to the outer wall. There's just you, one young-looking guard, and then the wall on the other side of him. The guard doesn't look like he's clocking you as anything. He's hearing the alarm bells, so he's on edge, but he's obviously young. He's either just started or he knows how dangerous it is to be a guard. He looks scared, and he sees you running, thinks you might be a problem, but he doesn't advance on you. He just sort of stands there between you and the wall.
I'm going to use another one of my earthbending moves, which is called earth sinking, which sinks a foe into the earth itself and traps them.
So you're going to do earth sinking on the guard, trap him in the ground, and just run past him.
Just keep running.
Get through the wall?
Yes.
All right, you do it. He's not really looking for a fight. He doesn't know if he's supposed to be stopping you or not.
Hopefully he's just shocked.
He's very shocked. So he gets stuck in the ground, can't stop you, looks kind of flummoxed and surprised, shouts after you, just, hey, where you go? Why?
I give him I'm so sorry, and just keep running.
Who even are you? What's going on?
It doesn't matter.
So you make it to the wall. And then you can tunnel under it the same way you tunneled out of the jail. So you did it. You escaped the city. And as you pop up on the other side of the wall, you look out to the fields, to that forest, and you just see way out in the distance the glow of a distant fire and a huge plume of smoke rising up to the sky. And that's where we leave Brock.
Okay.
I want you to take the condition troubled for all of that. And what you didn't know was all of those were tests. You were going to move your balance 1 point towards force. Now we cut back to the jail. Brock just dipped. Half the guards kind of go immediately scurrying after him. I'm going to have Frank tell me what he starts doing based on the text you sent me. So, and then at a certain point, I'm going to point to Lungdrol. I'm going to point to Adam, and he's going to say what Lungdrol does.
First, I watch as Brock just goes, thump. My immediate response, I just start laughing. I'm just like, oh, yeah, cool. Because I just, opened myself up to opportunities and possibilities for other people and realized, well, that was a mistake. And then you're dipping out. So I'm just, all right, cool. I look at Captain Ra and I'm looking for my money bag because I want my money back because I just got screwed out of what money I had. I'm going to maneuver myself to get my bag of money back.
And as you're maneuvering yourself, Kiva speaks up, says, they're all going to leave you. They always do. You're better than this. You're better than them. And she is going to try to shift your balance towards excellence, seeing the look of fury and annoyance in your eyes.
I will look at her and say, I'm better than you. I know that much, as I'm moving through. And I kind of want to airbend. I want to flicker.
Well, before you do that, are you resisting her shifting your balance or are you just accepting it?
Well, no, I mean, I fundamentally would agree with her that I am better. That's part of my character's ego. So like, oh yeah, no, you're right. I am better. And they all going to leave. And
they're going to slow you down.
I really don't care. So
all right, shift 1 point to excellence then.
So that'll put me at +2 excellence.
And Lungdrol, while you're trying to maneuver yourself, go ahead, Adam, tell me what Lungdrol does.
Lungdrol performs a stink bomb, grabs Dae Zaya's hand, and bolts.
I resist because I want my money. I will 100% use airbending to push your hand away from me because I want my money. But I will also utilize his stink bomb to literally move the smell directly into the captain's face.
Do you let him push you away? Lungdrol, do you let Dae Zaya push you away, or do you try to resist it?
I would say I try to resist it, but he's a better airbender than me. And
Okay.
so he would get free.
Okay.
At that moment, I would look surprised and then just run out the door anyways.
Okay. All right. So Lungdrol books it through the door all on his own. Dae Zaya, you notice the guard that had your money, who was sort of the lieutenant below Captain Ra, who was the one who actually gave you the permission, chased Brock out the door. Your money is no longer in the jail.
Okay. So in that case, I will flee the jail and be in pursuit of Brock's pursuers. I want my money, man. I want my money back. I earned that money by selling my art. I want my money back.
Okay, well, we'll come back to you in a second then. We follow Lungdrol, who's not quite as fast as Dae Zaya, who's not quite as talented with airbending as Dae Zaya, and who's on the ground level. So what do? Explain your escape. You just ran out the jail. The guards that remained in the jail who didn't book it after Brock are a little bit incapacitated by the stink bomb you dropped. You bought yourself a few seconds. What do?
Well, I mean, I'd like to call my flying boar.
Be honest, does your flying boar hear you? Is it in a place where it would reasonably be able to?
It's been circling around.
Okay, all right. So your flying boar scoops you up and you just fly out of the city, huh?
Yep.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
I have so many questions.
As Lungdrol soars away on his boar, several seconds go by. You put the city behind you pretty easily, and you just start hearing the alarm bells that triggered for Brock when all those guards started getting really hostile with him. And Lungdrol doesn't have to worry about a thing. Lungdrol is free and clear.
Do I see the fire also?
No, it hasn't happened yet. So now we follow Dae. You start following the guards into the market, and they immediately start asking about Brock and start showing the pictures of Brock and mingling with the people and the civilians within the market square. And you can pick out pretty easily which guy has your money. He has a slightly fancier uniform, a little bit of armor. It's not like Captain Ra, who, as the captain of the guard, has this really nice, like, ceremonial armor he can wear if he wants, and this real big hammer. But he's got decent armor, got some leather armor. All this to say, he's visually distinct from the other guards. So you go up to him, and you then hear behind you the guards chasing after you and Lungdrol, chasing after you. So what do?
I tap him on the shoulder, like, I want my money.
He looks back at you and, absolutely not. You are coming with us back to the jail.
Oh, absolutely not. I want my money.
No, you're not going to get your money.
Is it on you right now, or is it in the jail?
I'm not going to answer that.
Well, then I'm going to have to do what I'm about to do.
What are you about to do?
I air swipe and knock him onto the ground.
Okay, he falls on the ground. You've made enough commotion that all the other guards in the area now see you and immediately turn in on you. Some of them continue to chase Brock. A handful of them turn to look at you. And it's not quite at the point where the bells start ringing. They're not coming after you lethally yet. So what do?
I'm going to have to assess the situation and see if I can see my money bag on, because now that he's down, I figure his coat has opened up.
So, okay, I will let you assess the situation. Go ahead and roll 2d6 and add your creativity.
So that would be 7 + 2, so 9.
And 9, you can ask one question from that list on the assess a situation page.
None of those say, "Where's my money?"
What here can I use to get my money off of you?
Your hands, I guess.
Cool. So that means that my money is on you and you're going to give it to me now.
Well, you see the money on his belt, and
I use my airbending to move in quicker. And then because I have my little finger skill that I have, I'm going to slice the rope so it just drops off so I don't have to worry about it. And then I just scoop it up and then I take off running.
actually, it's a stressful situation. And you're trying to get your gold. You're trying to get it quick. I'm going to have you rely on your skills and training to be able to cut the bag at the rope versus hitting the bag itself.
Oh, crap.
Good luck.
So I'm rolling
2d6, and you're going to add your focus.
That would be an 8 plus 2 is 10.
10. Awesome. You get it cleanly. You get what you wanted out of it. There's no drawbacks. You get your bag to your pocket. You're a prodigy. You knew what you were doing all along. So in this moment, Dae Zaya is the fastest person in the city. He's airbending. He can do acrobatics. He doesn't even need skill checks. You're enough of a prodigy that like I said, you get to the wall, no problem. You hit the ground running full speed, just power sprinting through. Dae Zaya is clear from the city, but we're going to continue to follow Dae Zaya, unlike we did with the other two. Dae Zaya gets angry as a condition.
So now is what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to Kiva's house. I'm angry because I opened myself up and I was like, oh man, we're going to do the right thing for this girl. I'm finally not being a complete selfish prick. Well, guess what I'm going to be now? A selfish prick. So I'm beeline to Kiva's house, using as much airbending as I can to speed up the process. I wouldn't say I have Aang's like the airball. I don't think I can quite do that.
Yeah, no
but I
scooter
can
for you, but
I can run faster.
So you make Kiva's house unmolested. Nobody outside the walls really cares what's happening in the city. There's no reason for them to.
Yep.
And there it is, unguarded, doors open. She left with Lungdrol in such a hurry. She left a nice roaring fire in the fireplace.
So I go inside, and first thing I do is I find out where because we hid the supplies because you made her that special little hidey hole.
Yeah.
I open that up. I look down in there. I go in real quick and I grab a little bit of food for myself, so that way I have some supplies. And then I go up to the fireplace and I stoke the fire with my airbending, and I spread coals all over the house. And I whip up the air as much as I can, really feeding that fire. And then I go outside, I stand and I watch as that thing starts burning.
And now, Lungdrol, you see the fire.
Is that the fire?
Okay.
that you
That's
saw
the
there?
fire that you see.
Oh, no.
That's awesome.
The look on Dae's face is the classic meme of the girl that's looking at the camera as the house is on fire, and she's just, I'm just smirking. I'm very pleased with myself right now, and I know that Kiva is going to be very unhappy because I did also flick her with the air because I couldn't actually get to her like how you'd flick someone's ear.
Right.
Like, I sent some air at her, so it was like, what?
What the hell?
That was me telling her, you're in trouble. So
So we cut back to the jail one final time. Mong's sitting in the corner just sulking because Kallik smashed the guy's face against the bars of the jail.
Yep.
He's got just broken nose, black eye from Brock beating the crap out of him. Now he's got these bruises just running down the sides of his face from being smashed into the jails.
So he's our cabbages guy.
Yes, Mong gives up his life of banditry and starts a cabbage farm. All right, so we come back to the jail. Again, we're going to rewind time back. Here's the moment. Kiva accuses everyone of being bandits. Brock dips out. Kiva starts trying to taunt Dae Zaya. Dae Zaya reacts a little bit, starts looking for his money. Lungdrol tries to grab Dae, pull him away. Dae pushes him. Fart bends the cloud into Captain Ra's face, dips out the front door. All that's left is Kallik in jail with Mong. What does Kallik do?
So as Kallik is watching all of his newfound friends leave him, he kind of backs up, gathers some focus, and searches the entire room for any source of water that he could find. Sweat, a cup on the ground, dirty mop water, whatever he can get, and pulls it to as many bars as he can, enough to squeeze through, and tries to freeze them to shatter them.
Kallik starts trying to freeze the bars, but it's not doing anything. There wasn't enough water to start with.
Dang.
You got a nice thin coat of water, start freezing one or two. But as you're trying to do that, Captain Ra's coughing and spluttering and finally wafts his face clean. And he just sighs and raises his hand to the guards that are still in the room, says, "Bring them back." And that's when all the guards disperse after you guys. Then he turns to Kallik. "I have no idea what's going on right now. But what I do know for certain is that the wrong person is in this jail cell." And he reaches for his keys. And as he brings them to the lock, a huge, stony, bear-shaped paw comes crashing down on his back and sends him sprawling to the floor. And if you look past him, you see Kiva in stony armor that looks like bear arms with a helmet that's shaped like a bear's head. And she looks at you. "I was almost free." I just needed to do this for a little longer and I could have gotten free, and you came and you guys ruined everything.
You're an earthbender?
That doesn't matter. You ruined everything. You told him my name.
Why does that matter?
I can't talk to you about this right now. She takes a step back, and Ra, the captain of the guard that he is, picks himself up. His arms hanging a little loose. It's looking, he took a pretty big hit, got sucker punched real hard right across the back. But he's got his big old hammer, and he turns, and he does an excellent job of taking that hammer, swings it very controlled, very level, even with his arm hurting. And he starts chipping away at the stone on her arm, and she can't repair it if she can't bring her hands down to the ground. And every time she thinks she has space, he swings it up and knocks her back off balance. And he slowly breaks it away, and then he gets a clean hit right on her elbow, and there's this just cracking sound, and she screams.
Oh my God.
And he pauses and steps back, because as skilled of a fighter as he is, she's still a 16-year-old girl. He kind of got himself in that frenzy for a second, but he's a human. It sinks in just what he's trying to do. And he walks backwards away from her to get to the keys, to kick them under your jail cell.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's doing that, she lunges with pure desperation and tries to catch him across the chest with her good arm. And if he hadn't been blindsided and reeling from being stink bombed and then having more stink bomb shoved into his face, he might have been able to bring his hammer up to block it. But it catches him across the chest and sends him back into your jail cell, and he hits the bars with this sickening clang and just falls to the floor, and he doesn't move. And the bars are twisted and mangled. And Kiva just looks at you, and she looks at him, and it sinks in that what she just did, this wasn't supposed to happen. This is your fault. You did this. If you would have just stayed away, if you would have never come here, none of this had to happen. And she turns and runs.
Kiva, wait, Kiva, come back. Okay, so I'm going to scramble to grab the keys and get that lock undone. I want to run out and not necessarily follow her because, one, I'm pretty sure I'm terrified about what I just saw, and I'm still kind of pissed at her for getting us into the situation to begin with. But I want to try to see if I can tell where she even went, right outside of the jail cell, to kind of get my bearings.
Well, as you're running away, you just hear behind you, "Hey man, you can't leave me in here. They're going to kill me. You just saw what happened. They're going to say it was me. They're going to super kill me. You can't leave me here." No. And Mong starts begging you to come back, to let him out. I'll take you to Ron. I'll take you to the bandits. Just, you don't leave me in here, man. You can't.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna grab the keys, but before I let him out, Mong, you promise you were coming with me. You were gonna explain to my friends why you know what this uniform is and who you saw wearing it, and you were gonna clear things up because this uniform is not something that man should ever be wearing again.
Okay, yeah, whatever you say, man. I'm coming.
Let's go.
Let me out of here.
I'm going to open the door.
So you open the door.
I'm going to smack him on the head.
Ow, why?
Shut up. Follow me.
Another red mark forming on his foreman. He follows you. He's not trying any duplicity or joke. He's not even sure if you're a bandit or not. He has no idea. Everyone right now is just super confused. And as you start going down the hallway, some of the guards come in. And they come past you. And they see Ra before they see you. And they run to him to check. You have a perfect opening to slip out. And then you start hearing the yelling and the screaming and the hollering. And then the bells start sounding. Those alarm bells that Brock heard, that Lungdrol and Dae Zaya heard, that are turning all the guards in the city extremely hostile because Ra's body has just been found and reported.
We are going to make a beeline to... right now, I think my first concern is I need to find a huge source of water. It's a trough, I guess is what it would be, something like that.
Okay.
Because that's what I want.
There are some troughs nearby. If all you're looking for is a trough of water, they have ostrich horses. And ostrich horses got to drink out of troughs of water. So
So my main goal is to get to a source of water to either create handholds on a wall to scale it quickly, or to build a pillar for me and Mong to just rise up to get over the wall. What is the amount of water I would need to do that? Are we talking like
handholds would be easier because you could bring them up.
Yeah.
You can like pull the ones that you've left behind up, and it's a smaller amount of water that you can carry, and it's not as flashy.
If I'm scaling the wall from the inside, are they
You can
reasonably looking down at us?
For all the stuff we've talked about, guards and responses in this city, they are still stretched so thin they can't do patrols in the
Okay.
fields. And you know that a huge chunk of them are chasing your friends through the city, as far as you know.
Okay.
So
We are going to find the nearest source of water and get to the wall, at least a part of the wall that looks clear enough where from looking down and up at it and be like, okay, if I can't see anybody reasonably, then we're going to try to scale it with water.
I will have you rely on your skills and training.
Oh, my focus is 0. That doesn't count. 6, 7, 8, 9.
9, and your focus is 0. 9 is still, unfortunately, not a perfect success. So you start going up the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and you're doing a great job getting yourself up the wall. You've had plenty of training with water bending. You know how to grip the ice in such a way that you're not going to lose your grip on it. But then you just hear behind you, Kallik, I can't get up. I can't hold. Every time I try to climb, I get a few feet up and I slip off. Kallik, I need your help.
Oh God. Okay. Am I already at the top, or or this is like mid climb that we're doing this?
This is about mid-climb.
Okay.
The walls are like 20, 25 feet.
Yeah, about 25 feet, I think is
So-
what we kind of.
Okay.
So, like a 2-story, 3-story building. Not huge. It's not a huge city, but they're tall enough that
Okay.
it would take a military force to invade.
And I can mark 1 fatigue, right, to kind of get past this.
Yes. So you can mark 1 fatigue to slow yourself down, help him up.
Yeah. So I'm going to expend the energy because I'm already like, all this has happened. I'm stressed. We're kind of freaking out, and just saw Kiva go bear mode and kill our favorite captain of the guard. But I am going to take the time and energy to think about it and like, okay, I need to mold a better handhold for him that he can actually like do this. I'm going to slow myself down, but I'm going to mark a fatigue to do it.
Perfect. And that's all you're going to need to get out of the city. The bells are clanging. You reach the top of the wall. You see the fire and the smoke off in the distance. And I think Kallik's also going to start feeling a little guilty as being the person who sort of indirectly led to Captain Ra dying. So
Yeah.
you guys get over the wall. Take your time getting down the other side. All of you have escaped from Yaifo City. And we'll start meeting up at the burning house in the order that I'm pretty sure you would arrive, which means Lungdrol meets up with Dae first. As Dae's sitting there mugging at this invisible camera, Lungdrol comes descending in on his flying boar.
Where has this boar been?
He's been flying around. What did you do to Kiva's house?
What she deserved.
Maybe, but like the other orphans. What?
Consequences be consequences.
I guess
They'll be fine.
if you say so.
I do.
Okay.
If you're cold at all, you can get a little bit closer. It'll warm you up.
Actually, yeah, that actually does sound kind of nice.
See? Good purpose.
Why would you do this, Dae? Just because she said we were bandits?
She stabbed us in the back. I don't.
This seems like an extreme reaction.
I'm not disagreeing. It
Oh.
is. But
You're at least aware of what this is and how it makes you look?
yeah, no, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
I might not have done this, but she decided to mock me in those final moments. And you know what? I'm just petty enough where she needs to have her own set of consequences.
You just see some kids on the outside just be like, you guys, you were supposed to help us. All the food in
Kids,
the
stay
house.
back. This fire looks like it's spreading a
Did
little
all
bit.
the food you brought get burned?
It smells like it.
Yes.
Actually, kind of smells good.
Oh,
You can blame Kiva.
she didn't do this.
Yes, she did.
She caused this, according to Dae. She betrayed us, and these are the results of her actions. So, yeah.
So we're all just gonna be hungry now.
Well, you can forage
Okay, we're
or
gonna,
hunt.
There's and they run off.
So Brock will walk up. He'll like throw back the hood of his robe and like retie his hair back up as he's walking up, and he just goes, "What the hell happened here?"
I did.
Dae burned down Kiva's house.
Okay.
That's what I said. It seems extreme, right?
So, Dae, I get it. But the other kids also kind of live here.
They don't anymore.
Clearly. Can I move earth over it to put out the fire?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to do that. Unless you want to stop me.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, you meant him.
Yeah.
No, you can. The food, everything's already destroyed at this point. So I
Yeah.
got what I wanted. So I'm not going to stop you. I don't want the fields to burn. I just wanted her house to burn.
And
You
then
can build houses for all the other kids.
could I try to go where the cellar kind of was and just see if we could salvage anything out of
You can, but there's not. I'll just tell you. Up
It
front,
will-
There's
nothing?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
there's gonna
purposely
be-
started the fire in there.
Okay. I look over at the weird boar that is now here and I go, we could just kill that and eat it.
No! How dare you, Brock?
What? It's a boar.
It's my friend. He's my friend.
Since when?
His name is Marcel. He's been flying around this whole time. I call him when I need his help.
We could have used him before.
Yeah.
He could have carried Kiva.
Brock just kind of like rubs his temples a little bit. And he's just like, okay, so we had a flying boar since we got together?
Kallik and Mong and Toe are gonna run up now, and I'm just gonna kind of jog up, like, "Oh, glad to see you guys are all safe. What happened to Kiva's house? Whose pig is this?"
It's a boar.
I burned her house down.
Oh God. Okay. In case you guys didn't know, which I don't expect you to, Kiva may have been lying about the bear spirit. She's an earthbender.
Oh.
What?
She killed Captain Raw.
What?
Killed.
Killed. Bear spirit, Power Rangers armor transformed in front of me. And
What's a Power Ranger?
gets
I
the
throw a
back,
rock
you're
at that
like,
kid. No, I'm just kidding.
No, this is Mong.
Oh, okay.
Mong takes the rock to the face.
Oh,
Just
God!
shut up, Mong. Run up and sucker punch Mong in the face.
Poor guy. Basically, I want to come and relay all of that to you guys about what happened, what Kiva is. But what I think right now is like, guys, I think we might need to leave this area because Kiva got away and I don't know where she went. But she is hurt. And if she had anything here in this house that she may have needed or wanted or could have come to help her heal, she might be on her way back here. She might only be a kid, but I saw what she did, and she might cause us some trouble.
2 questions. 1, are you actually a bandit? Is that why you're with this guy that is a bandit? And 2, we could just, wait for Kiva and we could teach her another lesson for killing Ra.
I think we should wait for Kiva.
Brock, what do you think?
Well, I honestly think we need to go somewhere and regroup. I do understand waiting for Kiva. I really don't think she would come back to this house.
You're Boar, right?
Marcel.
Marcel? How good are they taking direction?
Oh, you can take directions pretty well.
Can you ask him, her,
Him.
them, him? Okay. Can you ask him to go up and see if he can find I'm presuming since he's been circling us, he knows what Kiva looks like.
Mhm.
Can you see if he can point us to where she's at?
Can you do that?
No. Kiva was still in the jail when you flew away, and then
Well, if anything, Marcel goes up, looks around, comes back down, and just goes.
that's exactly what happens.
Sorry, Dae. He couldn't find her.
Well, I tried. Well, Marcel tried, but
Well, the way that Kiva has been playing us, she's smart enough to know to probably not come back here. And I would presume she saw the fire.
there was a lot of smoke. I kind of made sure of that.
Wouldn't this? She had supplies in her house. I feel like she would, if she saw the fire, she would be coming here eventually.
You may be right.
At the very least, to try and salvage something.
Good luck at that.
Either way, there's something on top of that mountain that she knows. She may be the one putting tattoos on these kids. She was in bear armor. So, bear spirit, I don't think that's a thing. But I think we might need to make our way there to figure it out.
Wasn't the bear spirit kidnapping kids? Is that what it was? Or just kidnapping people?
Kids, I believe.
Okay.
So she's an orphan thief.
Kind of sounds like it. I like the tattoo idea. That might kind of be what is happening with these kids. Because she's lied to us that much. They might not be getting taken to the city.
And
Isn't
she's an
Bear Spirit
earthbender.
killing the parents to create orphans.
No, the bandits were killing the parents.
Right.
And then she's
But she,
presumably she's now stealing those orphans. Maybe she has some sort of slave labor camp going on.
Anyway, I think we should probably find somewhere to hide and kind of regroup and figure out exactly what we want to do instead of standing out here in the open. I know the
Speaking
guards.
of that, you start hearing some yells in
Yeah.
the distance. They don't come out often, but they all saw a big old fire, and they all know they're chasing some people who tried to flee the city.
Can I earth sense to see if there's a cave or something nearby?
There's not really any caves. A little bit further out from where Kiva's house was, probably about half a mile away, is the edge of all like the farmland and homesteads.
Mm-hmm.
And then past that is the trees that lead into the forest that you guys started going to raid the supply camp.
So with Brock's idea to get out of here, I want to turn to Mong, slap him on the back, and be like, "Mong, this is you. This is where you come in. Is there anywhere you know that would be safe to hide in these woods?"
He stumbles forward from being slapped. Why do you keep hitting me? Ow! Oh, yeah. I mean, up until you guys came and attacked my first supply camp, there wasn't any, none of the guards ever came out there. That was pretty deep in the woods. I mean, 2 or 3 hours deep? I don't think they'd try to follow you in there. Maybe we can try to go there. I know the way back pretty well.
Again, why is he here?
He can explain that on the way.
Talk about it at the camp. I think the 2-hour trek is worth it. So let's just go there.
Okay, well, before we go, I'm going to walk up to the remnants of Kiva's house, and I'm going to find a pillar of wood that's still kind of standing, and I'm going to use my little finger scratch to write in, Kiva was here.
And as you're doing that, you see a tiny little scrap of paper that survived the fire. It says, "Counted on your discretion. Correct this. X. Faye." Whether you share that with anyone or not is on you. But for now, Mong has his instructions. He leads you into the woods, away from the shouting guards, away from the smoldering wreckage of Kiva's house. And that's where we'll end our episode. Thanks, everyone, for listening. We're still doing Avatar stuff. I think I have it planned out that it could take 5 episodes after this, maybe 4. Then we'll be wrapping it up and moving on to the next campaign or the next system. For now, though, go ahead and check out our social medias. We do have them all. I'm starting to realize it's a lot to try to juggle. So mostly find us on Blue Sky and Instagram. Facebook, Frank does a pretty good job of announcing episode releases, but I don't think we use it for much more than that. So yeah, mostly try to find us on Instagram and Blue Sky at Unto the Roll at both of those places. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. I've never gotten to say that before. I'm a creator who says that now.
Ding that bell.
come back next time and see what plays out in the next episode of Avatar at Unto the Roll.
I was totally waiting for you to count this time.